Dr. Myers was a smart man, the best of his trade. He was a role model to his peers and the envy of many men of science. He was a biologist, somebody who studies creatures and plants. He had his eye on galaxy B192, nicknamed the Austrian Gallade Galaxy. This galaxy seemed to have an abundance of unusual alien life forms to study. Aliens were pretty common knowledge across the universe, and in some rare cases, some alien species have sapience, and some are even more intelligent than humanity. In 2403, humanity discovered space travel and inhabited other planets and galaxies. In fact, the breadth of humanity was so big that no one could properly count how many galaxies are under humanity's control. Fast forward to the year 3439, humanity was ever growing. Dr. Myers and his crew were sent to explore a planet of interest among the United Galaxies of America. This group, nicknamed the UGOA, is the dominant force among humanity and was founded by great American leaders. The group values exploration and research and has the most members among the many factions in the galaxies. The UGOA had an interest in a planet called Aquarius 392b, a mysterious planet covered in water with a few land masses. This planet was also in the Austrian Gallade Galaxy, the very same galaxy that Dr. Myers had an interest in. This team sent there had 11 members, being a captain, technician, biologist, which is Dr. Myers, a navigations assistant, medic, geologist, co-captain, logistical officer, a chef, and a pathologist, whatever. Dr. Myers was that biologist of the 11-man team sent to Aquarius 392b to perform a recon mission to relay information and build a structure to prepare for future expeditions. It seemed like the trip to Aquarius 392b would be a success. It was day 12 on their journey. They were in the Austrian Gallade Galaxy and were about to enter Aquarius 392b's atmosphere. Each member of the ship had a clearance level, meaning how much information they could know about their journey. The UGOA made sure the mission would be in total secrecy, as rival factions could sabotage the mission. Dr. Myers had level 3 clearance, meaning he was allowed to exit the ship and explore the planet. Personnel with level 0 clearance, such as the chef, were to stay indoors and stay on the ship at all times and have no knowledge of the project. Level 1 personnel, such as the medic, are only allowed to stay near the ship and be supervised by others. Level 2 personnel, such as the pathologist, which is basically like a disease researcher, could explore with proper supplies, and others. Level 4 personnel could order all personnel around and regularly check in with a UGOA representative and via radio transmissions. Dr. Myers knew he'd be able to explore the world and catalog the planet's unusual creatures. He had been waiting for this moment to make his mark on the universe. The doctor woke up with a bright smile on his face in the morning. He got out of bed and headed to the ship's bathroom to take a quick shower and put on a new change of clothes afterwards. Once finished, he brushed his teeth and did his morning routine. He was on the ES-392, a sturdy spaceship designed for a crew of 23 members. Luckily, less crew members meant more space for the doctor. He had room all to himself, along with the rest of his team. The doctor headed out of his quarters to check the ship's location. He headed towards the navigation room where Robbie, the navigations assistant, would be located. Dr. Myers didn't see himself as a very sociable person. The only person Dr. Myers would really talk to was the pathologist, Dr. Weston. Weston was an equally introverted scientist. Dr. Myers was a quite professional man, wanting to be called Dr. Myers. Too bad everybody just called him James. He opened the door and entered the navigation room. Robbie noticed him and said, "Hey, James, let me guess. You want to know the way for Aquarius 392b? The doctor sighed. "Yes, call me Dr. Myers next time. We must maintain a professional tone during this top-secret mission," the doctor replied. "Whatever, Dr. Myers. It'll take about 4 more hours to get to the planet in Austrian Gallade Galaxy's time zone, Robbie sarcastically said. Dr. Myers sighed and left the room. He decided he should probably head to the crew lounge. The lounge was the best place on the ship where the crew members could hang out and talk. Dr. Myers was not really a talker, but he was a good listener. He headed for the shortcut through the maintenance room, where he noticed the ship's technician fixing a broken pipe. He could never remember his name. The technician was pretty friendly and talkative, but he would always be busy fixing something. The doctor tried to avoid eye contact to avoid an awkward conversation, but it was too late. "You need something, James?" the technician asked. Dr. Myers awkwardly responded with, "No. I'm just taking a shortcut to the lounge. The technician looked annoyed. "This area is off limits. Use the other way around. There's some damaged machinery and exposed electrical wiring and a damaged generator." The doctor was surprised. A damaged generator? That can't be good. He was no technician, but a generator is a very important part of a ship, so he would know that's not good. "A damaged generator? Is it okay?" the doctor asked. The technician casually replied with, "Yeah, just some leakage. It'll be fine as long as it doesn't come into contact with any sort of heat." The doctor nodded and turned around to walk out. "Nothing to worry about," the doctor mumbled. The doctor knew that the UGOA checked the ship for maintenance and didn't report anything odd, so the generator must have been damaged during the trip to Aquarius 392b. He shrugged it off and headed to the crew lounge. He entered the lounge to see and saw the usual. Caleb, the crew's chef, was preparing breakfast for the crew. Dr. Myers walked towards the chef's counter to see what he was making. It was bacon and scrambled eggs, a nice and hearty breakfast. Dr. Myers noticed Dr. Weston quietly read a book about diseases and cures. The medic, Dr. Stephanie, was playing a game of Garden of Bonbon. Dr. Myers hated Garden of Bonbon with a passion. It was a weird, low-effort game that contained malware and sketchy links and was practically made to monetize fun. Dr. Myers preferred games of higher quality, such as Mark F. Plyer's Subnautica Adventure, a game where you play as an esteemed celebrity exploring the ocean of a magical kingdom full of monsters. The geologist, Samuel, was watching Star Fox News, a news channel that had some interesting ideals, and we're not totally biased at all. Dr. Myers turned off the television, much to Samuel's dismay. Then Dr. Myers sat on a beanbag and waited for breakfast. Eventually, Caleb shouted, "Breakfast is ready, scrambled eggs and bacon." Dr. Myers and his crew headed to Caleb's counter and grabbed their food. The captain and co-captain and Robbie must be busy talking about their future plans for Aquarius 392b. Dr. Myers eventually finished his breakfast and got a coffee mug. He was about to walk back to his quarters when he passed by the maintenance room when he could hear chatting. He heard the technician yelling, "Hey, you can't light a cig here. I'm trying to fix a generator." Then he heard what sounded like Robbie saying, "Don't worry, it's not like the generators are going to kaboom." A violent explosion erupted out of the maintenance room unexpectedly. Dr. Myers dropped his coffee mug and lost his balance, making him trip. He narrowly missed the sharp shards of the coffee mug and managed to get back up. Sirens were blaring as the crew was in a panic. Dr. Myers blindly ran from the lunch towards the emergency life pods. He heard the screams of his fellow crew and tried to save anybody he could. You could see Caleb screaming hysterically in the lunge and try to save him when a fire blocked the entrance to the lunge. There were about 19 escape pods on the ship, so at least he and the other crew members had many chances to escape. But then the ship's loudspeaker blared. "The ship is crashing," the captain, aka Captain Hollister, announced on the loudspeaker. Dr. Myers saw Dr. Stephanie, the medic, who sprained her leg from tripping trying to run away from the fire, and helped her up, and they both quickly rushed to the escape pods. Dr. Myers ran and managed to make it to the escape pod and quickly buckled himself and activated the life pod. Just as the life pod detached from the ship, a majority of the ship exploded and knocked Meyer's escape pod off the ship and rendered the doctor unconscious. The escape pod quickly drifted towards the planet's atmosphere and eventually impacted and landed on a sandy shore on an island. Well, want to see what's next? Well, share this with your friends. Aquanaut will continue, and I plan to add more. In fact, I already have like 10 more pages of content that I'm excited to share with you. Now, I will release the next chapter if I get 100 subscribers. Sure, it may not seem big. Very, very big number for me, though. But, no matter. I have big plans for this series. Big ones. Very, 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 very big ones. And, share your thoughts by commenting, and make sure to love and like and love this video. If this video is well received, I will start making stories about a variety of things related to sci-fi, horror stuff. No Garden of Bonbon crap. No Ban, you know what I mean. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day. Will Dr. Meyer survive, or will he fall to the unknown nature of Aquarius 392b? Find out in Aquanaut Chapter 2. Like and subscribe.